Let's turn now to the Millete trial. Day 15 now for Larry Millete's trial. And this morning, attorneys and the judge met without the jury present to have a discussion surrounding an affair that Larry had early in the couple's marriage.
News 8's Kelly Hussedall joining us live from the South Bay Courthouse with all these details here. Kelly?
That's right. And this was a 30-minute discussion before the jury was brought in. This back and forth with attorneys about this affair that Larry had several years ago. Now, the defense said it's not relevant. The prosecution said it is. But to be clear, this affair was actually already brought up in court through testimony from Maya's sister-in-law, Genesis. Now, this affair had apparently happened a long time ago before the couple had kids. Shortly after they had moved to California, Larry had said, "I strayed once, but I won't do it again." And then in this text message thread with Christine Timmers on January 6th, Maya referenced this affair Larry had, and she sent Christine this screenshot of a conversation between her and Larry saying, I should have left a long time ago, and this time I'm not going to look back and say that again. Now, the judge ultimately decided to instruct the jury to ignore Christine's testimony about the affair. But again, the information about the affair was already out there because it was revealed in earlier testimony with Genesis. Now, Timmers also talked about how in that same conversation, January 6th, that Maya was stressed, concerned about work, about Larry threatening to file another internal affairs investigation about her regarding the affair with Jamie, the abortion. Now, in the last text message Christine sent to Maya, it was this screenshot of a package left on Maya's doorstep on January 8th, so the day after Maya disappeared. Timmers testified it was a gift she had dropped off for Maya's daughter Lara May's birthday. She noticed there was a lot of packages on the doorstep, and she testified that Maya never replied to that text message. So back out here live, Christine also testified that Maya's friend group had big plans for 2021, how they planned to celebrate Maya's 40th birthday by hiking the Grand Canyon. She said this was something that Maya had really been looking forward to. And I can tell you that as Christine was excused from the witness stand today, she appeared to be pretty emotional. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Kelly, for the update. Out of the courtroom there. Of course, she'll continue her coverage on the CBS 8 app, our streaming channel. Stay with us. A lot more to come here. Meteorologist Evan Arani with a look at that forecast. The sun is out, but also some clouds hanging out with us. Let's find out how warm things are going to get when we return.
Or tile. We will make them look great and last as long as possible.
ZeroSanDiego.com.
I got hurt in a car accident and some pushy insurance guy wants me to sign some papers. I said, stop. And I called the Law Brothers.
After your car accident, stop. Think. Don't say anything and don't sign anything until you talk to us first.
I didn't sign anything from the insurance company. I called the Law Brothers and they got me $1.25 million.
We're the Law Brothers!
The Law Brothers are here for you. Call 800-222-2222.
Watch the CBS 8 News Right Now updates and stream now on CBS 8 Plus. Sponsored by Anderson Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Fast, reliable service with 100% satisfaction guaranteed every time.
Stay connected with CBS 8 News.
Hi, I'm Phil at iBuySD. We're not just another home buying company. We're a local, family-owned business. Sell your home fast with no fees, no repairs, no hassle. Selling your home doesn't have to be overwhelming.
iBuySD.com.
Isn't there a company that does exactly that? They locate buried pipes, they find water leaks, but without the holes?
We're that company. Cable, pipe, and leak detection. We help homeowners and businesses find water leaks and locate utilities the first time. We have the expertise and the high-tech equipment to handle any job. Before you dig, call CPL and avoid costly and dangerous mistakes.
Oh, jackpot.
Call CPL, the company the contractors trust.
I love San Diego because I'm from San Diego. I've surfed the Mission Beach Jetty and PB Pier, cruised Highland Boulevard, and 2nd Street in El Cajon. I was an All-American at USD.
I'm attorney John Gomez, and if you're injured due to someone else's negligence,
no one around here will work harder for you. And how do you know that? Because I'm from here, and I'm from here.
What makes a story different? Who tells it and why?
Get her out of there!
I'm Eva Pilgrim, and this is Inside Edition.
A new season with a new voice. Inside Edition.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS 8.
America's 250 Red, White, and You is sponsored by Semper.
Here we are. We are almost 30 minutes away now from the 2026 FIFA World Cup, kicking off with the inaugural match in Mexico City.
Yeah, Mexico taking on South Africa. And you can watch the game here in San Diego with lots of other fans, your best friends, your elbow to elbow.
Yeah.
We have team coverage with John Howard and Alex Cheney covering ways to celebrate the World Cup. It's already loud out there. Hey, let's begin with John at live one of the city's most popular soccer destinations, Bluefoot Bar and Lounge. It's loud there, Jane. You hear us?
Oh, yeah. We still got another 45 minutes to kick off, and the Mexico fans are going crazy here at the Bluefoot Bar and Lounge in North Park. Let's bring in Rodney Styles with the Bluetooth. Tell me, Bluefoot, tell me your thoughts on this atmosphere. Why is Bluefoot such a great place to watch soccer?
This is a carnival. It's the first day of the World Cup. Here we go. Look at this. We're slinging beers. We're bringing cheers. Welcome to the World Cup, everybody. Let's go, Mexico!
Now, tell me more. Who's going to win this match today between Mexico and South Africa?
Mexico 3-0.
Now, Rodney, your last name is Styles. Is that any relation to Sean Styles?
Or maybe Harry Styles. Definitely not Sean Styles.
And where is that accent from, Rodney?
It's from the UK, my friend. I was born in Wales, but I lived in London most of my life, and I've been living out here 11 years, and this is what I do.
Okay, enjoy the time, and we appreciate your time.
We appreciate you being here.
All right, now, if you're wondering the rest of the schedule for Mexico, of course, they are playing South Africa today in Group A play, and then they will eventually face South Korea and Czechia. A week from now, they play South Korea, and then in 2 weeks, they will play Czechia. So it'll be interesting to see how Group A goes. And if you're wondering about Mexico, Mexico is ranked number 15 in the FIFA World Ranking. USA is ranked number 16. So it'll be very interesting to see how the USA and Mexico fare coming up in this World Cup tournament. At North Park, at the Bluefoot, I'm John Howard. Let's go back to you on set now.
All right, John, boy, they're already ready, and we're 45 minutes away, and they are pumped.
Isn't it a school day, a work
I guess
day?
not.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah,
Everyone's
they can't claim
off.
they're working from home there.
Working hard to cheer on Mexico. That's what it sounds like. From those watch parties to restaurants and sports bars, supporters showing their pride, cheering on their favorite team.
News 8's Alex Cheney live on 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista. The excitement building there among local fans. Alex.
Hey there, that's right. This is Loud Nastio now. This is on 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista, where there's been a line out the door since about 10:30 this morning for people to get in there, and there has been quite the fan display out here as well. People getting really excited for the game today as you go ahead and head in here.
We're at home. Feel like we have a chance. I mean, every 4 years, right? You finally feel like you finally make it. But I think this is the year.
Feels good to be with my friends, you know, some cool experience to have together, all of us.
It's beautiful. We're all ponchos, bro, but we're here and we're banding together. We're supporting our nation, our roots, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
This is the first time since 2014 that we have like a decent team, and I feel like we haven't had a defense like this to like actually keep us confident.
You know, Mexico already has such a strong, such a fervent fan base, and really everybody I talked to is just so excited that they are hosting this game. This World Cup game with Mexico is happening in Mexico. A lot of people excited about that. It's going to be a great game coming up at noon. Back over to you.
And they've been there long before, you know, the match is set to start at noon.
Wow.
We are the only ones, I feel like, not at a bar right now.
No, we're telling you about it. We're at the watch parties, but we're not watching
how I wish to be right there.
FOMO
but, you know,
right there, but-
as soon as the show is done.
Yeah, that's
you know
right.
what
I mean, hey, soccer matches are long, so we'll
we got
catch the
time.
tail end of it.
And we have weeks, actually.
That's
so
the thing. I mean,
not
this
to
is
worry.
a marathon.
This is day one.
It's not a,
Yeah.
So plenty of time to go.
Not a one match wins all situation.
11:21 right now on the clock, and we're watching as temperatures continue to warm up for the day. We're going to be watching for a peak of Highs in the 70s out by the coast, 80s inland. We expect our deserts to get as hot as 108 degrees going into this afternoon. It would put most spots at about 6 degrees above average from the coast to our inland valleys all the way through our deserts. Remember, 6 degrees above average is different considering average has a huge change if you're at the coast at 71 versus 102 as average out in the desert. So our county, one of the big reasons why it's so difficult to give the full forecast to every spot in the county is because we cover coastal communities, valleys, mountains, deserts, and all four show a different forecast for today. For example, in Imperial Beach right now, we are at 71 as it stands. 88 right now, though, in Ramona. Huge separation. 86 in Julian, 72 in Carlsbad right now, and 77 in downtown San Diego. We look to a 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, meaning the next week or so, just beyond the next week, will likely bring us to above average temperatures. Temperatures that have an above average probability of being warmer than normal. When we look at your highs for today, we've got mostly 70s and 80s out there. 75 for Carlsbad, 88 for Ramona, 86 for Alpine, and 92 in Campo on that forecast high. Enjoying the warmth for today, already peaking above average, but tomorrow is actually going to be our warmest day. Tomorrow, afternoon highs could get to almost 80 degrees right by the coastline. Then we're going to watch this temperature slide into the weekend and early next week. There's not a huge drop in temperatures, and even with the drop that we see here, still keeps us above average all the way through at least the middle of next week. Our inland valleys will likely peak right around 90 for tomorrow afternoon. Then watch as those temperatures slide down to about the mid 80s, maybe low 80s. Again, still above average regardless of that drop that we see going into next week. The mountains will not see any major drop in temperatures. 91 today, 92 tomorrow, and then all the way up to 94 by Tuesday of next week. The deserts are going to be above 105 or so every single day. A lot of these models point to an even warmer stretch into the beginning of next week. That means Monday could get up to about 110, and by Tuesday of next week, the deserts could be all the way up to 111 out there. So be prepared for more warm weather across the county, getting warmer toward these two microclimates, and no end in sight for the daily marine layer in the morning, but sunshine each mid-morning and afternoon. Back to you.
And now, as America turns 250, our Red, White, and You series is celebrating everyday people doing extraordinary things.
Marcelino Benito highlights a Houston painter who's made it his mission to make sure America's heroes are never forgotten.
Every brushstroke helps Ken Pridgeon stay young.
It keeps me alive.
He spends hours
from about 6:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night
in front of a canvas, bringing the dead to life.
In my mind, every one of them is a hero.
When we visited Ken,
he wanted to be a police officer.
It was Sergeant Daniel Torres on the canvas, killed in 2005. His 386th portrait. When it's finished, he'll be the latest hero, hanging on the walls inside the Fallen Warrior Memorial Gallery.
This is all about remembrance. This ain't no cemetery here.
A mission he started back in 2010 at 75 years old to honor the fallen.
Life begins at 75, folks. Don't give up.
How old are you now?
I'll be 91 if everything works out okay next month.
For the past 16 years, Ken hasn't stopped. Long after the battlefields grew quiet, his brush keeps their stories alive.
I feel like I know a lot of them.
He's still working to paint a portrait of every Texas soldier killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's the families who push him forward.
When they started hugging my neck and crying real tears on my shoulder, there was no decision to it. I had no choice.
It's a living tribute to America's patriots.
There is no place like this in the whole world.
Full of stories and lives cut short. And as America turns 250.
Do you plan to keep painting?
Until you take the paintbrush out of my dead hands, yes.
Ken reminds us, freedom has always come at a price.
And you can watch more Red, White, and You stories on the CBS 8 app, celebrating everyday Americans doing extraordinary things. Stream on your TV for free.
Excitement is building right now as the World Cup kicks off today. Coming up here in our next half hour, we are live where Team Mexico supporters are already celebrating. We have crews all over San Diego. Look at these parties.
Caring for our furry friends.
And supporting local libraries.
When you prosper and communities thrive, banking just feels better. SDCCU. It's not big bank banking. It's better.
This summer, the cup is bigger than ever, and DraftKings has California covered for all of it. Every match, every goal, every iconic celebration that gets blown out of proportion by the international media. Pinkies up.
Get in the game for the biggest cup ever. New DraftKings customers, spend $5 and get $200 in total bonuses. The crown is yours.
Most homeowners have it somewhere in their house. It's that one bad window. It's drafty, or maybe it sticks or leaks. You'd love to replace it, but think, no company is coming out for just one lousy window. And truthfully, most companies won't. But we're Renewal by Andersen, and we're proud not to be like most companies. We'll replace just one window. Yep, that really terrible one. Here's a one-window customer. Looks great. Oh, and here's one door. We'll also replace a patio door. And Renewal by Andersen has beautiful entry doors. Renewal by Andersen has already helped over 13,600 customers in Greater San Diego. This is why we will not pressure you to replace all your windows. We'll do just the one. Give us your worst window now and give us a chance to earn your trust. We're so confident in our products, process, and people, we know you'll call us down the road when it's time to replace more windows and doors. Call Renewal by Andersen today for a free window and door diagnosis. Our design consultants, measure techs, certified master installers, and customer service staff are all local. And they're ready to give you the best home improvement experience you've ever had. Call 858-630-6200.
Welcome back, 11:30 on this Thursday. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Nada Iranpour. So glad you're joining us here. And we have some fun coverage for you today. The wait finally over for all of you soccer fans around the world. So now, in about 30 minutes, the 2026 FIFA World Cup kicking off with the inaugural match in Mexico City.
Mexico taking on South Africa. And you can watch the game here in San Diego with a lot of other soccer fans. We have team coverage with Esmeralda Perez and Tori Apodaca covering ways to celebrate the World Cup. We begin with Esmeralda live from the Mexican consulate in Little Italy. Those fans are ready, Esmeralda.
We are ready to celebrate Team Mexico against South Africa. As you can see, a lot of people here, including myself, wearing our Mexico gear, are ready for the game. A lot of excitement, a lot of optimism, and I do want to go ahead and introduce you to a big fan here, Gabriel Morales, who's here with his family. Tell me, how excited are you to be here and watch Mexico play?
I am extremely excited. This is actually one of my first ever watch parties, so extremely excited to see this game.
And you have been a big soccer fan growing up, right?
Yes, I've been a huge soccer fan since I was a little kid. I always watched games, not always Mexico, but just in general.
One last question. Tell me, what are your predictions for tonight's matchup?
If I'm honest, I think we're gonna draw 1-1, but I really do hope we win the game today.
Thank you so much. And like we mentioned here, a lot of excitement, a lot of optimism, and the energy here is just building up. We saw fans doing the wave. People have been singing, dancing, cheering on the the team as we get ready to watch the game. Of course, we're going to be keeping a close eye on those screens right there. Back to you.
Yeah, very honest assessment by that one fan that he thinks it's going to be a draw 1-1. But hey,
that keeps them in it, right?
It does.
So that's what matters.
That's right. Thanks, Esmeralda. Let's check in with Tori now, live outside Fit Social in Mission Beach. That watch party already kicking off there. You were out there before the crowd started showing up. It is definitely happening now.
Yeah, clubbing by day.
Yeah, we were here when it was dark and early, and now that is not the case. There are tons of fans out here all ready to watch the Mexico versus South Africa match. That's going to get underway in just under 30 minutes. You can see the energy is high. We got people dancing. There's the DJ on the stage in front of that large screen that's going to be playing every single game this summer for the World Cup right here at Fit Social. We caught up with some fans earlier, some of them telling us that they actually called off of work just to be here today.
Seeing a bunch of people coming together, it's the best part. I love it. It's the best event ever.
Hang out with my friends, get to see a good game, get to see people I haven't met, part of the community, get everybody together, get out here, rally up, have a good time.
If you're not a soccer fan, I think this is the time that you will become a soccer fan and really fall in love with the game.
Yeah, and I think that's what every fan out here has been telling us, that this is more than just a sport. This really is about community. And I can tell you they are creating that type of an atmosphere right here at Fit Social. We got the DJ on the stage. There's food nearby. There's drinks. There's even a mariachi band right as you walk in through the gate. It is a free event. All you need to do is RSVP online. They are recommending though people to show up about 30 to 45 minutes early before the matches this summer, especially for some of those bigger games. We'll go ahead and send it back to you guys.
They are ready to cheer them on, and they are looking for that win.
That looks so fun.
Yeah, absolutely. they are already getting it going there. Restaurants are celebrating the World Cup here, kickoff today.
Yeah, fans who wear a soccer jersey, you see all those jerseys, mostly green,
right.
To Chipotle after 3 p.m., you can get buy one, get one free entrees. Yeah, the BOGO deal. Krispy Kreme also offering a dozen original glazed donuts for $2 with the purchase of a first dozen. Then Buffalo Wild Wings launching its new match day menu featuring 6 new sauces from around the globe. Look at Krispy Kreme's soccer themed ones. That's
I like
cute.
that. It's the pitch right
Yeah,
there.
and McDonald's also has World Cup themed meals. So yeah, feed the family that way.
Nice. Stocks were jumping today after President Trump called off the Iran strikes. That's White Hawk Minerals ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange on this Thursday. Look at the green wall that we have been climbing here. The Dow is up 800 points. Remember, we lost quite a bit, about 1,000 points yesterday. So the Dow sitting at 50,705, still below that 51,000 mark. S&P 500 up 1.33%. NASDAQ's up well over 1.5%. So we're making up, Netta, for a lot of the losses we saw yesterday because we ended all deep in the red. Taking a look at that inflation report that had an impact on those red arrows yesterday. May saw the highest consumer price index in 3 years.
Yeah, you may remember us reporting on this, that CPI was 4.2% in the month of May. That is up from 3.8%, which you saw in April this year. The Labor Department says soaring energy costs sparked by the U.S. war with Iran accounted for 60% of the increase. Food prices rose more than 3% over last year, with tomatoes alone surging up 32%. Meanwhile, beef prices, they're still breaking records, going up 13% compared to last year.
Prediction market Kalshi says bettors will soon have to disclose where they work. The platform says it's part of an effort to crack down on insider trading. Prediction markets have faced scrutiny for high volume trades on things like the Iran war and the capture of Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro. Critics say these bets may have been placed by military or White House insiders before operations became public. With the new rules, Kalshi says users may be blocked from completing a trade based on their employer.
And now, day 15 of the Larry Millete trial. A lot of updates every day. This morning, attorneys and the judge met without the jury present to have a discussion surrounding an affair Larry had early in the couple's marriage.
News 8's Kelly Hestedall joining us live from the South Bay Courthouse with more on all of this. Kelly?
That's right. And this was a 30-minute discussion that happened about this affair, this back and forth between the attorneys about this affair that Larry had supposedly several years ago. So the defense said it's not relevant. The prosecution said it is. But to be clear, this affair actually came up in court before this during Maya's sister-in-law, her testimony. So again, this affair apparently happened a long time ago before the couple had children. Shortly after they had moved to California, Larry had told Maya, "I strayed once, but I won't do it again." And in this text message thread with Christine Timmers, January 6th, Maya revealed to her that Larry had this affair a long time ago. She had sent this screenshot of a conversation with Larry saying, quote, "I should have left a long time ago, and this time I'm not going to look back and say that again." Now, the judge ultimately decided to instruct the jury to ignore Timmers' testimony about the affair. But again, the information about it was already out there because it was briefly revealed in earlier testimony with Genesis. Now, Timmers also talked about how in that same conversation on January 6th, that Maya was stressed. She was concerned about work, about Larry threatening to file another internal affairs investigation about her regarding the affair with Jamie, the abortion. Now, during cross-examination of Christine, it was actually pretty short, but the defense reminded the jury that Maya wasn't initially truthful about the affair she had with Jamie. She had originally told Christine, "It's not true, it's not true," and then months later admitted it had happened, but told Christine it was over. The defense, trying to paint this picture for the jury. If Maya lied about that, what else did she lie to her friends about? And also this idea that maybe Maya's friends didn't know her as well as they thought they did. So back out here live, Christine also told the jury that day before Maya disappeared, that Maya was talking to her about the divorce, that she was adamant about getting this divorce. And Christine had said, maybe it's time now to start talking to your children about this, particularly to your oldest daughter, Laura May, and Maya agreed.